Let's talk now to Steven Woolfe. Steven Woolfe, thank you very much for being with us. Your thoughts now on these dreadful events?
Well, it's clearly a disaster for the security services that have now led to misery for families who will not see their loved ones come home this evening. And I think what we have to say to governments and security services, in our view, is what were you doing? You had the knowledge of people being in these areas in Malbec. You were able to capture somebody who was in the Paris attacks only meters away from their home. Surely your intelligence must be improved to be able to make sure that people can go to work safely and go home safely at the end of the evening.
But I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I wonder if it is the time for recriminations against the Belgian security services right now.
Of course, and what we should be doing as a community is supporting those families, first and foremost, who have now lost their loved ones. I think the communities must be coming together and not take sides in terms of the political debate about this, and try and find the framework to give the support to the security services who clearly have struggled, and find a mechanism in which we must deal with this evil, because this evil is exactly what it is. There are innocent people, not just today in Belgium, but we've in Paris, we've had Madrid, we've had London, all over the past few years from different terrorist organisations, and yet we seem to failing away of the public of this continent who need to feel secure. And that is really, should be the utmost concern for governments at this moment.
I mean, if anything, does there need to be closer cooperation between the various European security agencies and police forces?
Oh, absolutely, but bearing in mind that it's in the interests of the terrorists to ensure that not only do we become harsher in our way of life, in the way that we live our lives, but our own civil liberties are crushed and diminished by the way that we will then have to have implementation of greater and further security in our police stations, and the way on our streets will have more armed forces. So we've got to find a way in which we can find our way secure and keep people safe, but not lose our civil liberties, because that is one of the fundamental things that makes us a liberal, tolerant and democratic Europe.
All right, Steven Woolfe, member of the European Parliament, thank you so much for being with us.